Alright, Alico 3 here. Today's video is going to be a trip to the Mailbin. It's been about 9 days since I got a video up. I've been having some problems with my audio on these videos ever since I switched over to filming on the iPhone. But I have a external microphone that should be in by Friday. So the audio should be improved. Any videos made Friday on should be better. But we are continuing to up the quality. The picture, I've got it shooting at 60 frames per second, which kind of gives a cool look to the cards. And this is just all stuff that's come in the last 2 weeks. So some of it will go back in the store. Okay, so this was, oddly enough, this was a return. So he said there was nothing wrong with it. He just changed his mind. And you know how it goes when you sell stuff on eBay. The seller's always wrong, the buyer's always right. But it's a Bortles. He bought it a couple weeks ago. And I think they lost to the Pats, and he wanted to return it. So, per eBay policy, I accepted the return, and I'll put it back in the store. If anybody is interested in the Bortles, that's the playoff ticket to 99. So, I don't know. I don't get too upset about that, just because after a while you become pretty numb to the process, and you kind of expect things to turn out the way they do, and it's just not worth getting upset over that stuff anymore, in my opinion. You just kind of, it's part of selling on eBay. So if you want to sell on eBay, you gotta put up with that. Here's a couple Brady's. Now these were bought raw. The seller had not too much feedback. There's hairs on them, but so I often like to buy cards like this from people without tremendous feedback, because sometimes they are not as particular on the condition. In this case though, we're looking at, this is like a PSA 7 or 8. I can just see white coming up on the corners here, and this has a major edge issue there. You guys see that? This might have a tough time getting a 7. So well, I'll probably put these back in the store and list them as near mint, which is a PSA 7. That's about what they are. So oh well, try it on those. I think I paid about 85 to 95. I actually like that one better than the Bowman Brady, although I buy a lot of the Bowman, mainly because I believe there's less copies of this. It's a lot tougher pull than the Bowman, and it sells for less. So Manny Ramirez lot, very low end right here. Of course, you could always look for candidates, but the way they're shipped, I don't think there's going to be any candidates out of this. I picked these up for probably 15 cents a card. So just some base Manny rookies from 92. This is the junk wax era, and Manny did miss out on the haul, which I don't understand that. I don't know if it's because he had that failed test in like 2008 when he was taking a women's fertility drug, which I don't know how that would help him, but somebody probably has the answer on that. Here's an Alex Smith chrome. About 10 bucks on this. I know the Aaron Rodgers is about 150, so he sells for 15 times more than Alex Smith, if you can believe it. That card's centered pretty well though. And then these Bowman chippers were really cheap. I think these were less than $1 a card. Hopefully they're in soft sleeves. This card does have some value when it's PSA 10. So there's 6 of them. I think these were like $5 shipped. So 3 of them are in sleeves, 3 aren't. Sometimes even when cards come like this, there's gem mints. It's just luck, I guess. But that's a beautiful card though, and I'll take a look at those. I'll probably send them if I even think they're PSA 9 mints. I'm just trying to stock up my store with a bunch of PSA items, and I might break even on a bunch, but I'll still have, I don't know, I just want to have one of the more elaborate PSA libraries on eBay. Of course, it's always fun to grade. Here's some Bonzes. Now these are 14 Bonzes for $12.50. So what, 90 cents a Bonds. Topps traded. I know you can break these boxes for about 15 to 20 bucks, but you aren't guaranteed a Bonds. But of course, you could get 2 or 3. This is just kind of me diving, not dumpster diving, but looking to find a gem, you know. It's just fun. That's just the way my collecting is right now. That's what I've been focused on. I'm having a lot of fun with it. My collecting is always changing, like I say in all my videos. So I'm actually prepping another 500 card order. I shipped one off a couple weeks ago, so it'll be a while till we get that one in. But there's always new stuff to work on. I don't remember buying this card even. It's like a 97, I think. 97 Pacific. It's like a gold kind of. I know it's some type of insert. So we'll take a look at the condition on that. My progress on the Griffey Master set is slow going. I'm always adding new cards. I don't move up in the rankings. And that's fine. I only add the cards that I like. Here's a couple of Vladdies. So recent inductee to the Hall. I think he got like 90% this time. He narrowly missed it last year. So here's a couple of his staple rookie cards. I'll just cut this tape like this. So we have the 95 Bowman, which anywhere from 15 to 25 shipped. I would say you can pick this one up for. That's on the case. That's tape actually. That's not scratched on the card. So there's the Bowman, and then the Bowman's Best, which I'm not sure the pop on either one of these. I think they're both pretty tough, like 15%. So just a classic card in the Expos uniform. This package has been through hell and back, and made it to the video here. There's the Randy. So this is the Showcase 98. This is Grace, or Row 1. You see that in the top left corner there. Beautiful card. These were actually tough pulls back in the day. This is just a fabulous set that Fleer came out with. Sad to see companies like that go, you know. That card's 20 years old. And I think, you know, I think the companies are doing a nice job with the exclusives, but of course, you know, it was nice to have a bunch of different companies making sets and competing. It's just kind of like, well, it's the way it should be. But I mean, a lot of things in life don't work out the way you think they should, and I guess we just choose to collect or don't collect. This is really in there good. Let me try to cut it off camera. I'm trying to cut it without scratching the case. We made some progress. So these are top traded. Now, these will be good test examples for me to take a look at these, because I buy both of these sets in lots a lot, trying to get, you know, PSA 9s and 10s, and if I can just see what an example of a 9 looks like and then compare it to some of my raws, that helps me a lot when I'm sending. So I mean, this card has chipping on the back. This corner is soft. It's narrowly off-centered. It's a little fatter on the right, and there's a little chipping on that edge. So definitely looks like a mint card, but yeah, there are some. It's not perfect, and this one has 2 white corners, a little edge. So I think I should do fairly well on the raw copies that I have submitted. And then here's another 9. So it's always nice to see certain examples of cards that you buy raw, and that one's got some white going on there. So these look like exactly what they were graded as. Now, something to consider when buying PSA 9s and 10s is, and this has been stated on my videos and other people's videos recently, the difference between a 9 and a 10 often is very, very small. So, and if you're looking to save some money and pick up a beautiful card, buy a PSA 9. Or if you're buying older baseball or football, you know, like 70s, buy a PSA 7. You don't need an 8 or 9. 7s are great looking cards. So this is kind of like, I bought this card and I was just gonna look at the card and not focus on the cases too much here. So this is expensive, about 475 bucks. A little nick in the case here. Hopefully the card didn't get messed up. But this is GAI Gem at 95 LT. And this card's really gone up lately. I think PSA 10s are going for, they might be close to 2,000 now. So my hope with this was to, I don't know if I'll snap it because I don't want it out of the gem case if it can't cross. I would almost want to have a PSA 10 if I was going to cross it, and it's going to be really hard for them PSA to cross this over when it's in this company's case. To me, just staring at the card, it looks perfect to me. I mean, do you guys see anything on this thing? Just got razor sharp corners all around. It looks like a gem card. So we'll see on that. Maybe I'll post on my Instagram account the progress on that and what I decide to do with it. Maybe I'll ask my followers their opinions on what to do with that one. Great looking card though. Here's some blue painter's tape. This is how I ship. I always ship with the team bag, business card, and then I'll put cardboard around your card. If you ever buy from my store. This bubble wrap's a pain. Alright, I think we're in. Sorry guys. Sometimes they package really well. Just takes longer to get them open. This is actually a really cool card. So this one, I definitely wouldn't recommend people spending money on cards like this because he's a running back. He had a great season though, and a nice couple playoff games. So this is the Prism Gold to 10. It was about 85 bucks. He had his shipping at $7.50, and I sent him a message. I was just like, does shipping really need to be $7.50? I think it's around $3 to ship the card, and he said he needed to insure it and use signature confirmation. So I was like, okay. I don't know. I guess that's a way to protect the seller in case it gets lost. And if you're not selling a lot of items, it makes sense. You don't want to get burned. But it's not really practical to pay that much for a card. Pay $7 to $10 for a card you buy for 85 bucks. Seems pretty outrageous to me. Here's a LeBron. So this is a Bowman. I don't think I've ever bought one of these raw and actually sent it in and got a PSA 10. I think I've gotten some 9s. And this one has a soft white corner there. You guys see that? So it's probably like an 8. Still a badass card. That's Bowman of 2003 LeBron. I guess we'll open this up and I'll just show you what's in it. It's a big priority mail medium flat rate box. I'll just open it up back here. I think there's a couple boxes in here. I don't know. Maybe I'll break one of these on camera sometime. I know in the past I've done retro box breaks, and they don't seem to be too big of a hit on this channel. I think a lot of people are into the newer cards. But this is 1990 Leaf. You can't really see it. It's in the bubble wrap, but I actually broke, I think this is Series 1. No, this is Series 2. So this one has Frank Thomas. So I just wanted to bust one and pull a Frank. I don't know why. Just sounds like fun. So this is Series 2, and I don't know who else is in Series 2, but Frank Thomas is in there. That was about 50, 60 bucks. So, and these are both 94 Bowmans. This is a great product to bust. You can get Jeter second year. There's some decent rookie cards and Hall of Fame base. It's fun to try to find gems out of. These are about 20 bucks a box, so that's not bad at all for a 94 Bowman baseball box. So those were all bought in an auction lot, and I got them for a great price, so I was pretty stoked on that. Personnel concepts for cardboard futures. I don't know what that is. I'll have to take a look at that off camera. Let's keep going though. Try to make this one about a half hour. I haven't gotten any videos up lately. So here is another Moss, and this one is Beckett. So the key things to look at when you're looking at Beckett graded cards is the certification number. They seem to grade a little bit stricter back in the day, before they come up with like Beckett 10s and black labels and all that stuff. So now they're very lenient with the surface. So this is Surface 8.5, so I can almost guarantee if I cracked it out and looked at the surface, it'd have like a scratch going across it or something. The corners are showing a little bit of white, but you could almost see that on a PSA 9 sometimes. Great card though. These sell for a lot less than a PSA 9. That was about $270. I think PSA 9s are getting over 400 now. They might be like 450 soon. Back in 2010, I used to pick those up for about 120 bucks. So that's what Moss's hobby has done the last 8 years. Didn't have this one. Bowman's Best Red Griffey. I think it was only like 10 bucks plus shipping. It was in auction, and I don't think anybody saw it really. So it's just like the base one, but it's still a neat card. So PSA 10 on this one. On the Griffey 94. That's some more hobby boxes. We'll just save that and throw it to the side. Here is a 4-net, another 4-net parallel to 10. Maybe it's numbered on the front, yeah. So I don't know what extra points gold. Is it gold? Could be orange, could be gold. But it is a cool parallel, and I would definitely send this in if it was, you know, like a PSA 9 or higher. So, cool little 4-net. That was only like 10 bucks. Prestige cards don't sell for that much. And you can get hobby boxes of that for like 50, 60 bucks. So, if you're looking to bust something from 2017, you don't want to pay, you know, 150 bucks for a box. You can get that for about 60 bucks. I saw those on Steel City tonight. I actually put one in the cart, so maybe I'll bust one on camera. I haven't really wanted to bust any 2017 football since, what was the last thing I broke? Prism. Definitely not going to break Contenders. I just don't want to deal with the practice squad autos, and I just think the box value is terrible on that stuff. But it is a classic product. It is very, very overdone now. I think they did a great job in 2012 and 2013. They did a good job with not making too many autos, and then they just went crazy after that. You know, you got sepia autos, variation autos. I mean, the list goes on and on. Just at some point, you just have to calm down. Fleer Tradition. So these are a fan favorite for me. Picking up these lots. It's even better when the collector puts them in hard cases, because you know the chances increase for gem cards. So just some mosses, low end mosses. Those are probably like $2 a card. This always reminds me of the dead bird that got sent to me back in 2004. If you cut the right way, you can get in and get out without getting dirty. That sounds funny. Oh my god, this is a disaster, guys. Okay, let's try to get in this flap. I know where it's at. It's in here. They need to get rid of these things, these mailers. So we've got a 96 Select. No, I don't usually collect Alex Rodriguez. I just happen to like this one. Select certified, so it's a 3rd year A-Rod. These were pretty tough pulls back in the day, and this is a Mint 9 in the Lighthouse holder, so just seemed like a neat card. And I don't have a strong Alex Rodriguez registry. He doesn't have a lot of hobby though, I think because of the steroids, but his SP and a PSA 9, I think, what's it sell for, like 100 bucks? And Jeter's about 3,000. Crazy. Here's the mandatory. It's finally in. Hot Prospects. I don't think I have this card. Who am I kidding? I'd probably have it. 1775. This is postmarks, just like a little jersey. So that's Hot Prospects 01. That was kind of a neat little set. Let's take a look at this. The SMR. This is February. Let's see if we can find the Cardboard Futures ad real quick. We'll just flip through. Flip through the magazine and see if we can spot it. PWCC's got an entire page. You guys see it? I didn't see it. Check the back. Where you at? Where you at? It's in there, guys. I just don't see it right now. Okay, we're not gonna spend 10 minutes on that. Here's some more mail. Great card. Love this card. PSA 9. Honestly, all it's showing is a little bit of white. I've actually bought this one raw and got it sent in and got a 10. That edge is kind of chipped up there on the top back. So, great card though. Love those ultras. They're just so iconic, classic. Here's an LT. This is the Elite 2001. This is a great card. Numbered to 500. This was about 20 bucks. So tough set though. Very hard to get a PSA 10. I bet the pop's under 5% on those. This is why we use tape. See how the card's out of the case? And it could have been like that before. It could have gotten worn during shipment. And that top corner's dinged too. So beautiful card, just shipped terribly. And feedback is gonna have to be left appropriately for that one, because that's a beautiful breeze, and I didn't have this one. So out of 500, that's the Game Gear jersey. Let me grab another box. Got some more mail. One sec. Let's do this one. It's probably like a fun lot. Okay. I don't know. I can't get it out. Having trouble tonight, guys. Sorry. Okay. So it's just kind of like a random lot. So we got some McGuire 85 tops, 401. I have another card number because of the YouTuber. So what's a PSA 10 of this sell for? I'm gonna guess like 600 bucks. It might be more. Definitely a tough set, the 85 tops. I think there's a lot of them out there that are counterfeiting, fake copies going around. Here's the Fleeter Griffey. So isn't it crazy how the coloring's so different on these two? See how his skin's darker on that one, and even the lettering in the background is darker too. That's just they probably went through their printer and the ink was full on this one and it was going dry on that one. So there's some Fleeter Griffies. There's probably definitely a gem in there. That's not the toughest set, Fleeter 89. Neat little lot. Let's see what else is in this bin. I got a question for the people that watch the videos. Does anybody buy cards from New England Sports Cards? It sells a vast array of lots. A lot of like the kind of stuff that I like to buy. 90s rookies, 80s rookies, base lots. Been buying a lot of stuff from him lately. Here's some more Griffies. I'm kind of crazy on the Griffey lot. I just type that in and then I'll see what pops up and see if there's any decent deals. So it's just 7 more Griffies. So all protected and shipped well. So put those over there. This is just, that's what I do at night. I get out my loop and my light, and I look through stacks of cards. But all of the cards I've been sent in from here on out have been seen by a second pair of eyes. So I'll kind of take a look at a card. If it looks pretty nice to me, I'll send it over to the other person that looks at the cards, and if he clears it, then it gets sent off. So there's kind of a little process. It's almost like an assembly line now. This is an interesting case here. Master Strokes. This is a badass set. So this is 96 Studio Griffey. Card's mangled, but it's numbered to 5,000, which is very low print for back in the day. That's a sweet card. That was probably a really tough pull too. It's crazy. You can probably buy that raw for like $5 to $10. Whoops. Here's a Peterson 07 Tops. Chip. So never seen a PSA 10 of this, and I've never bought one that looks like a PSA 10. So the hunt continues on that. I wouldn't mind breaking a box of 2007 Tops. It's probably about 40 or 50 bucks to break one of those. Here's one of those GMAs. So this was pretty cheap, but they're a decent company. A little bit inconsistent, but I guess most grading companies are. You can't really see what's going on with the surface because it's in the slabs. You can't hit it with the light and find out what's going on. But that's the row 3, so that's the most common Peyton Manning Flair rookie from that year. Pretty light with the VIX in this one. Here's a Piazza Score Select. This was really cheap. Let's just see what a 93 Score Select PSA 9 looks like. So front looks really good. Right there. See that back top corner? Just kind of pushed in a little bit. You won't see that in a PSA 10, so that's probably what's keeping it. So there's usually like one little thing on these cards that's holding them back to reaching 10 status. And you know, honestly, there's times where I'm holding a PSA 10, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it looks like a 9. But that's the element of humans grading, you know. Different grader, different day. A lot of things can happen. Finally, some vintage. Jesus. I've definitely been taking a little hiatus from the vintage binder, but I mean, I'll definitely get back into it soon. So here's a Seaver 69 Tops. Great looking set there. It's just a lot of work, you know. Trying to find decent copies for fair prices. Moss 98 Bowman. So nothing really too high-end in this order at all. Aside from the Tomlinson Contenders card was pretty neat. But just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that doesn't really narrow it down. A lot of low-end rookies. Here's a, this is neat. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever bought one of these raw and gotten it to cross, but cross to like a 9, that'd be sick. This one looks pretty damn good. So, 93 SP Jeter. The back looks really clean. The front, I'll have to take it out and take a look at the surface because this often has like cat scratches going across it on this set. It looks like it could be an 8. It's got that white, see there? Maybe a Beckett 9 because they would probably just say 8.5 or 9 corners, and if the rest of the card fills out, then they'll give you the grade. Here's another Piazza, and this is the Select. This is a PSA 10, so let's compare this to what we just saw and let's kind of see the differences. Front's absolutely perfect, and the back perfect. So there's a difference between a 9 and a 10 right there. There's the 10 Piazza. It's slight, but it is there. And we're gonna end on this Peterson 2007 Tops. This one looks pretty damn good. Wow. I was just ranting about this card. Oh, see that bottom right corner there? See that white? And that one too. I thought we had one. All right, the hunt's gonna continue on that card. I mean, it's like $1 plus shipping, so it's fun to try to find them. That's it, guys. Long video. I'll throw this trash away, and the audio should be better moving forward. Later.